Hello everyone, this is Dee. Thanks for watching me. So I am continuing with this series, the moon with the moon in Aquarius. So I like this moon. I like this moon a lot. Actually, I like the Aquarius moon as much as I like the Aquarius sun energy. The Aries in me, because I'm an Aries sun, can always appreciate the boldness, the assurance, the self-assurance of the Aquarian energy. So the Aquarius moon, this is the rebel, this is the humanitarian, this is the eccentric. Of course, I'm gonna struggle with a word here. If I don't struggle with a word in a video, you know, it's just not quite right yet. It's eccentric. I think I said it right. The eccentric, right? The one who stands above the fray. You know, the one that is unique, the one that is different, the one that does not follow the norms, the one that is aloof, the one that is detached. So the Aquarius moon people, it doesn't matter what your sun sign is, even if you are somebody who is a Cancer sun, right? But because your moon is how you process your emotion, that doesn't mean you're gonna get your feelings hurt, you're gonna get emotional. No. The Aquarian energy does not do that sort of entangled emotion thing. These people always have a way to rationalize the way that they feel, and their perspective is always a bit exteriorly protruded, exteriorly focused. It's not just me. What I need is the need of all, is the need of the whole, is the need of humanity, is the need of my community. Because of that, they're not so much in their feelings like that. It's not like, oh, you hurt my feelings. It's like, how are we going to do something that is going to be beneficial for society? I mean, isn't that grand or what? To be able to be self-confident enough and self-sufficient enough to not make everything about you. Right? Because well, it is about you. It's about you because you're part of the society, you're part of the whole, you're part of the race, the human race, right? That's a very Aquarian thing to say, right? No, we don't have black, white, purple, and green, or, you know, purple aliens or whatever. No. You know, we are the human race. You know, we don't get to single out, you know, particulars of this. You know what I'm saying? It's what's good for humanity. But the amazing thing I would say about the Aquarian energy is that, and I'm speaking about them with such love, is because, I mean, I'm an Aries sun, you know, and I understand the boldness that they have. These people are so freaking bold. They are bold enough to stand against norm, against tradition. Tradition, it's Saturn himself. They are bold enough to stand against anything that they don't believe in, anything that feel like is a separation thought process. You know, if it's not going to be something that is beneficial for the whole, for the totality of human experience, they're not necessarily with that. And for you to be so bold and assured within yourself, to be able to stand tall within what you believe and represent who you are, even though it's away from what everybody's expectation is, it takes the biggest set of balls. And then another thing that I find also very courageous, man, I'm laying it on thick on the Aquarian energy, but I love that energy. I love that energy. If I wasn't an Aries if I had to pick, I would say I would be cool with being an Aquarian, you know. Because I mean, my moon is in Cancer. I could be a little bit emotional, but I could oh man, do I have a lot of respect for the Aquarian energy. Those people, they will stand alone. And to not veer off what I was trying to say before I get on that little tangent, the courageousness of the Aquarian is because they're willing to pay the price. Okay, like all the signs of the zodiac, you know, we approach things differently. The risk that we were willing to take, it's measured. It's measured. Even the other, even like the Aries, you know, if it fits well with what they're trying to accomplish, they'll pay the price. The Leo is gonna pay the price as long as it's benefiting to themselves. The Scorpio, you know, it all depends, you know. I'll just wait and see for when it's most beneficial for me. You know, the Capricorn, no. If it's not right, it's not right. If it's not gonna fit this right, they will conform. Actually, they will be the enforcer who are going to make sure that everybody else conform. The Aquarian, F tradition, F the way that it should and should not be done. I'm going to do it that way, and I'm willing to pay the price. Those are the hotheads. It's because the Aquarian, more than any other sign of the zodiac, they understand the freedom. Freedom, that's another Aquarian word. The freedom that they seek, the freedom of self, the freedom of the mind, of thoughts, the freedom of action that they seek. They understand it's not free. They understand it's not free, and they're willing to pay the price for it, no matter the price. Bold, very bold. Because I mean, these people are not chicken. No way. Like, they would pay the price for it. You know, they would be ostracized. They will be singled out. They will be put aside in society. They are the rebel. They are okay with being the freak of society, the different, you know, the castaway, as long as it means they get to represent whoever their self-expression is. And that's always unique. That's always different. There's always something misfitting about the Aquarian energy. Like, it's the misfit, right? But then it also makes sense for them, you know. And they are accepting of people. They're accepting of who they are, first and foremost. Those are people who are most loyal to themselves. Because at the end of the day, the Aquarian will do what the Aquarian does. Whether you understand it or not, whether you respect it or not, whether you can find a way to classify it or not. The Aquarians stand alone. That's the trendsetter. They don't follow a trend. They create their own within whatever it is that is already set in society. Bold. I love that energy. Now let's go to the mental health part. The Aquarian who isn't mature yet and perfectly set in who they're meant to be or who they're supposed to be, like I said, there is a price to pay, right? But the young Aquarian growing up who has difficulty making friends or fit in, sometimes until they really put on that mantle of rebel, they might find themselves morphing a little bit, trying to adjust to the expectation of others. And this is how the Aquarian's mental health could start being very much affected. It is so much not who they are to conform. It's like feeling imprisoned for them to be having to conform into anything. And sometimes the pressures do get to like the young Aquarian. But by the time they get to, I would say after their Saturn return, you know, like 27 and onward, their identity is set. By then, what you get, even if they want to tattoo for themselves from eyes down, you know, if this is what they deem the expression for them, they will have those weird mixed matching colors and patterns. They'll have piercings in all areas of, like, if this is their expression, this is what it is. The way they think is so out there. You know, they are the avant-garde. I don't know how that translates into English. They are ahead of everyone else and their perspective sometimes, and their mental health becomes something that is fractured, really, when they find themselves having to conform, when they find themselves having to become the chameleon, and trying to, like, you know, not really standing big and bold in who they are, you know, and following the trend, following into others' footsteps. The Aquarian energy is not meant to follow the footsteps of anyone. You know, you're supposed to create your own footprint in the sand, your own path, right? Those are the people who could stand alone gracefully and attract their tribe, you know. If you, as the Aquarian energy also, and you are around people who are consistently cutting you down and pointing your difference as something that is in a form of rejecting your difference, and that would actually start having you see yourself as something to reject as well, that is very detrimental to your mental health. The best energy for the Aquarian is to stand alone in who you are, in your quirkiness, in your weirdness, in your freakness. Fly that freak flag. And let those other freaks come find you. And those who could roll with the freak come find you. And they become part of your tribe. Because those who accept you for who you are, they are people like me, who could admire the uniqueness within you, the uniqueness of thought, the uniqueness of how you represent this energy, who admire it. They want your friendship and you and their periphery, because this person here, you Aquarian, you're going to give me a different way. You're going to help me break out of the societal cage that I'm myself in. You, because you have the balls to do it different, I can do it too. So in a way, you could set a trend for those of us who are not big and bold, not willing to pay the price, but because you've paid it, suddenly it doesn't seem all that bad. You survive being outcasted, you know. I guess we could make it too. You know, and honestly, most people don't consider the Aquarian as leaders, and for me, in my twisted mind, I find them as being leaders, you know, because to stand alone, to show someone how else it may be done when nobody else sees it, that's leading a trend. That's leading a whole other group in society who are misfits, who don't fit. So to stabilize your mental health, find your tribe, find people who think of your Aquarian nature as being your best asset. That freaky, you know, way of thinking, that style, the way you represent yourself, the boldness of who you are, how you are very grounded in who you are. The Aquarian knows who he is. The Aquarian is loyal to himself first, because at first he had to become that to stand alone. He had to be fully centered, fully grounded, fully integrated into himself to be able to withstand the pressures coming from outside in society. Well, I love that energy, obviously. Right? So, yeah. So find your tribe. Find people who find your quirkiness, your differentness special, and as a thing of beauty. because honestly, it's a beautiful energy. It's courageous energy. You've got balls, you know, and I could very much appreciate that energy. I love the Aquarian energy. I attract a lot of Aquarians around me for some reason, but I just love that energy. Anyway, that's long. I don't think I spoke all that much, but it's long. But anyway, you guys, this was the Aquarian moon, how to stabilize your mental health, find the right people around you, continue to stand alone and do what you do. Be the rebel, be the freak, be the weirdness that you want to be, but find your tribe and don't ever conform, because that's the beauty within you. All right, if you like this video, subscribe, continue watching, and I will see you in another video. This is Dee signing off. Bye.